Hi, my name is Iga and you're watching Pixie in the Notes. Today I would like to record a video that I've been postponing for months, but finally the time has come. Hit and miss. So fragrances I tried and really liked, that stood out for me, and the fragrances that I really didn't like or that disappointed me. So it might be a little bit longish video, so if you're interested, then keep on watching. So let's start on the positive note. Let's keep the beef till the end. So the very first fragrance that I was really wowed with, and I want to mention it first because it's unavailable at this point, is a Shalimar Millesime Iris. I tested it blindly and I was blown. I didn't recognize it as Shalimar though. But it was, my instant reaction was, wow, this is like a blast of iris with sugar, a lot of sugar. It's pretty sweet and gourmandy, very gourmandy iris. I don't see a lot of Shalimar DNA in it though. Now that I know it's Shalimar, I kind of get it, but the very first moment, no. A bottle was waiting for me, but I don't think I will get it because how many iris scents can you have? I don't think that would be justified for me to own it. It's really beautiful, but I think I'm gonna pass because I already have too many bottles of Shalimars. Another one that I tested blindly and I was blown and I really loved it was Spice Bomb Extreme. This is a beautiful mix of spices and a very crisp and fresh tobacco. It smells like a mix of tobacco by Frank Roclet, and there is also an element of Noir Extreme from Tom Ford. These two combined and it will give you the idea of what Spice Bomb Extreme smells like. Really beautiful, pretty unisex, but I think I would absolutely love it on a man. Another one from blind testing that blew me away, especially in the opening. It was one of the most unique openings I've ever smelled, and textures, was Au Noir by Dior. Initially, I tested the old formulation, the green juice bottle. Then I tried the current one, the transparent one, and I absolutely love both of them. I am planning on recording a separate video about how they compare, but overall this is like a beautiful aromatic lavender with tonka bean with vanilla. Extremely unique. I don't want to talk about too much because I want to record a separate video, but this is a stunner. I absolutely love Au Noir from Dior. Another one that really impressed me from the very first sniff was Pelargonium by Aires de Venustas. And I think I figured out why I loved it so much. It really does remind me of Declaration by Cartier, which I really love, but it has that irisy component. So overall it is, for me, it smells a little bit like a Declaration meets Molecule Iris. So this is this translucent, slightly spicy molecular scent, fresh and really beautiful. I was really impressed, but probably on its own, if I didn't know Declaration and if I didn't know Iris Molecule, I would be blown and I would already have a bottle. but because it really stands very close to those fragrances, I would find it redundant, but nonetheless, beautiful scent. Another one that wasn't like a love at first sniff, it grew on me, and I really, really like it, is Heaven Can Wait by Frederic Malle. This is like a very soft and gentle version of Mitsuko from Guerlain. While Mitsuko is more waxy and chypre-like, this has more softness to it. It blends beautifully with the skin. It just hugs you like a veil. I really, really enjoyed this fragrance, and unfortunately my sample is completely gone, and I'm thinking about maybe a little decant or something, because it's a really nice perfume. Another scent that I tested blindly was Des Cendres from Les Abstraits. I already mentioned it in a Woody Fragrances video. It is beautiful. It is really beautiful, sophisticated, slightly chypre woody fragrance. It has clearly masculine vibe, but I would wear it. I could pull it off, but I would just love to smell it on a guy. Beautiful. It reminded me slightly, I already said that. What's that? It reminded me slightly of Vie de Chateau from Nicolai, a little bit the echo of also of Bois de Portugal from Creed, and slightly of that aromatic woodiness from Royal Vintage from Mikalev. Really beautiful fragrance. I really do recommend it. Another one that I already made a video about first impressions was the biggest surprise for me, because that was La Vie est Belle, L'Extrait, and I was really surprised, because I fucking hate La Vie est Belle. But this one is like a completely different story. It opens with this beautiful creamy iris, then it becomes sweeter and more feminine, and it goes slightly into La Vie est Belle direction, but overall I found it very comfortable when I wore it. So La Vie est Belle, L'Extrait. Another one that I found extremely unique was Magic Mushrooms from our Polish brand Boho Boko. I was skeptical before trying it, because it was really hyped, and whenever something is hyped, I'm slightly doubtful, to say the least. But when I sprayed it, oh boy, that was a really striking opening. Very fizzy, very sparkling, extremely unique fragrance. I definitely need to test it more, because I only sprayed it once, so my opinion is rather super first impressions, but I was really impressed, and I'm really excited to dive into this fragrance a little bit more in the future. 3 more in the hit category, and these 3 were probably my well, not my favorite, but 2 of them were definitely something that I kept coming back and I keep thinking about. So the first one was also kind of unexpected. It was Good Girl Gone Bad by Kilian, and I didn't expect that I will love it so much. This is very simple and likable, osmanthus, creamy, slightly musky fresh scent. My only problem with it is, of course, the price, because it doesn't smell expensive, it doesn't smell niche, but it smells like something like L'Occitane could make. Nonetheless, it is absolutely lovely. I loved it and I would love to have it. I would love to have it, but it's not gonna happen probably because, no, the price is not justified, but I loved it. Another one that kind of gets me, like, keep thinking about it is peut-etre from Maison Lancôme. I've never seen this fragrance. I know the line more or less. I tested a few fragrances from this line, but I've never seen peut-etre. I sprayed it and I was immediately, yes, this is the shit I like. So you have beautiful rose and violet with musk. In this way, it kind of reminds me my beloved Rose Cherie, although it is slightly less crisp. It is more smooth and creamy and fluffy and very soft and cozy. Recently I sprayed it on my clothes and whenever I open my wardrobe, I get the wafts from that pullover that I sprayed it on, and it's so good. It's very comfortable. Again, the price is absolutely crazy for what it is, because this is like a rather simple, feel-good, fresh, creamy, violet, musky rose. But nonetheless, I really, really loved it. And another one was Cedar Violet from Aerin. This again is a rather simple yet very comfortable, beautiful, simple violet and violet/iris musky scent. There is nothing groundbreaking, there is nothing spectacular about it, but I would say as an everyday scent that is non-offensive, that is environment friendly, it really impressed me and I really, really liked it. And okay, now let's talk dirty. Now I'm gonna go to the miss and trashy part, the things that I didn't like, that didn't vibe with me, or that disappointed me. So right off the bat, let's take it out of the picture, was Eau Sauvage EDT. I know it's cult's favorite, I know people love it, but I found it absolutely repulsive. Even I tried it with my sister-in-law, and it literally made her gag. No, that fragrance is definitely not for me. I don't want to have it around me, near me, in any shape or form. Although I do love the EDP version, just to be clear. Well, another one that I truly wanted to love was Guidance by Amouage. I know a lot of people love it and it's iconic by this point. But when I first tried it, I was kind of disappointed. I didn't find it that unique, what people said. For me, it was just like another fruity, spicy, creamy, rather sweet fragrance. I wore it like 3 times, and every single time I had to wash it off because I found it too strong and I found it too obnoxious. It was too much and I found it super annoying after a while. Although the same scent profile is pretty pleasant, but it didn't work. It didn't work out for me. Well, another one that a lot of people tend to love, and I really tried to love it and understand the hype, is Vanilla 28 by Kayali. For me, basically, it's like vanillin sugar, and that's it. And the more it was on my skin, the more sugary it was getting. And the sugariness, the sweetness is almost tooth aching. I could smell it at the back of my throat. Every single time I had to wash it off. I wasn't able to enjoy wearing it. I know people use it as a layering piece, but the sweetness in Vanilla 28 was completely unbearable for me. Staying on the vanilla theme, I also tried, because Guerlain released new Allegoria called Bosca Vanilla, and of course I had to try it. And I was really disappointed. It smelled like an aromatic aquatic vanilla. Pretty underwhelming. It reminded me slightly of Vanilla Fields from Coty. The slightly foody, very simple vanilla with some watery aquatic nuance, and I think that part kind of ruined it for me. I found it pretty meh, on the verge of annoying. Another one that I tried and I really wanted to love was Palo Santo from Carne, Barcelona. This fragrance also I had to wash off twice, because it's so dense and lactonic and obnoxious. It is almost cloying. I couldn't handle it. It had slightly smoky element to it that I kind of liked, but overall I couldn't pull off that fragrance at all. I also tried Tom Ford Extreme Parfum in the gold bottle, and I love Tom Ford Noir Extreme, both Parfum, which is discontinued, and the classic one. So I had very high hopes, but the Parfum version really didn't work for me. It had a slightly pissy element to it. So there is something dirty, but also slightly aromatic. And these two combined for me in any perfume, it just doesn't work. Aromatic dirtiness is a big no for my brain. So the next one is Herbe Troublante from Guerlain. I tried it blindly, and initially I really liked it because it was like a green, slightly citrusy, musky scent. I thought that was cologne from Mugler, because it has a very similar vibe. So it's very soft, it's very musky and green, and extremely simple. Plus, it disappeared from my skin after literally an hour. It was gone. So then when I found out what it was and how much it costs, I was outraged and really disappointed, because this is not Guerlain quality. And this is definitely not a fragrance that you can charge over 300 euros for it. Just get any musky green scent, Mugler cologne or anything like this, and you will get a similar thing. That's just my opinion. sue me. Another one that I really didn't like was Jardin de Synth from Hermès, the new, probably the newest garden from Hermès. It is weird. It opens with a very prominent pistachio note for me. It's very nutty, but this nuttiness for me smells like, I called it mice socks. I don't know what mice socks smell like, but it's kind of, it has this sweetish, slightly funky smell, combined with a lot of like citrus, of course, and freshness. But the overall vibe was really weird. I know for some people it will translate to very unique and likable, but it really was bothering me when I had it on. So my least favorite Jardin from them all. So the next one is a fairly new release. This is 1 Million Oud Golden. Don't quote me on that. I'll check the name later. I also tested this blindly and I absolutely hated it. It smells cheap. It smells loud. It smells synthetic. I remember when I tested it and I didn't know what that was. I said that this is a fragrance that Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, could wear. Loud, flashy, and obnoxious. I do like Tyson Fury, by the way, but if you know him, you know the vibe. And this fragrance is just like personification of this. Absolutely freaking not. Well, another one that I hated before even knowing what that was. Oh, this is the new look from Dior. No. This is like a mix of dirty and clean and cold. This is repulsive for me. I really, this one I hate. It smells, it has a grey color, but a stone cold, grey, uninviting vibe. And it smells like something dirty that you scrubbed with soap. No. This is literally hate. Another one was another very strong blind sniffing reaction, and this is Patchouli Patch from L'Artisan Parfumeur. This smells like a moldy bread with cheese and a slice of tomato on it. Moldy cheese and tomato sandwich. This is a patchouli that I can say, yeah, I can imagine what people who hate patchouli might hate about patchouli, because this version of patchouli is unbearable for me. It's extremely musty and moldy. And I can't imagine wanting to smell like a moldy bread cheese sandwich. You know, like a sandwich that your kid has been carrying in the backpack for a few days, and you just take it out and yeah, that's the aroma. No. And last but not least was a fragrance that I didn't like because it was something else that I expected. So it is Hibiscus Palm by Erin. So I didn't like it because it was something else that I expected. I expected something more like a tropical, fresh and transparent fragrance. But I got this very suntan lotion-like, my god, why can't I remember the name of the flower that I hate? Tuberose. So it's pretty dense, suntan lotion-like fragrance. Nothing airy, nothing fresh about it. So I was kind of disappointed because I imagined it differently. But for what it is, that was kind of expected, that I won't like it. So it was like the clash between expectations and the reality. Oh, that was a pretty damn long video. I hope at least some of you endured till the end. And for those of you, I'm really grateful. Thank you for watching. I would like to know what fragrances were your hit and which were your miss. Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching and see you next time.